She asked me why I was there, and I said, I'm angry. I am just angry. I'm like, I walk around feeling like this ball of fire, and I'm just so angry at everyone. I can't remember if I've ever felt happy, and so that's why I'm here.
Jordan Taylor was 19 years old when she walked into a therapist's office. She grew up neglected and felt like she was never loved by her mom or dad. This led to her feeling constantly angry and lost.
She was absent, and I just remember like wanting to be with her and wanting to hang out with her and wanting her to be at my things at school, but it was very rare that she would make an appearance. I just felt hurt. I couldn't understand why, that why would this happen, and there has to be some kind of purpose.
Her therapist suggested she start yoga, where she experienced more than just peace of mind. She found acceptance and love in the world of New Age.
I knew there was something bigger than me. I felt like I was here for a purpose. I had made it this far for some reason. I didn't know why. And once I started digging into New Age spirituality, it affirmed that.
For the next 13 years, Jordan continued to explore. By her 30s, she was fully immersed in the occult.
As time went by, it got deeper and deeper to the point where I was performing rituals and casting spells and doing witchcraft. So it went from, something really small to something really big.
Believing she had found her purpose, Jordan quit her job in 2019 to devote all her time and energy to the practice and pursuit of spirituality. What she didn't count on was depression, anxiety, and torment that came with it.
Because I was interacting with what I thought were my spirit guides, I was calling them in. I was calling on them. If I was praying or meditating, I was calling these demons in. And I was also having sleep paralysis episodes. And so during my sleep paralysis, I would see things and hear things, but I couldn't move or speak. And it was just demonic. In that moment, I just felt like this was my normal now. And it felt like, well, these things happen. And I didn't feel like it was because of me. It was just, this was my world.
The following year, she started dating a guy who shared many of her beliefs. A couple of months later, his brother died unexpectedly. Soon after, he told Jordan he'd had a dream about his brother, showing him that he was with Jesus, happy and at peace. Her boyfriend gave his life to Christ and turned from the occult. But she wanted nothing to do with his new faith. One night, he convinced her to watch a movie about Jesus called A Son of God.
And all of a sudden, I felt like it was just me watching this movie, and I had this overwhelming feeling come over me, and it was this overwhelming feeling of love that I had never felt before. And my whole life I'd been searching for love. And so I felt this, it was just so overwhelming that I was weeping. And I'd never cried the way I cried in that moment. It was right after that I remember getting on my knees and just repenting for all of the things I did in the New Age, and just and telling Jesus that I accepted him and that I wanted more and more and more of him.
Now, instead of anger, depression, and anxiety, Jordan felt love and purpose. She got rid of everything from her old lifestyle, including her therapist, and began living her life for Christ. She even shared her testimony on Facebook, where it went viral. In time, Jordan forgave her mother, who also gave her life to Jesus. Today, Jordan lives in the freedom, love, and forgiveness that can only come through faith in Jesus Christ.
Who I was before Christ, I was angry at everyone and everything. I was depressed. I was prideful. I was self-righteous. I thought that I knew all of the answers, and I was very stubborn and closed off. Now, after Christ, I have a love that is different. I thought I loved people before, but now I care so much about people in their souls and people knowing who Jesus is and knowing the truth, that I'm just much lighter and more peaceful. I have so much peace. I did not have any peace before. I have so much peace and so much hope where I was hopeless before.